lot of these projects get funded by public agencies. And if that happens, a lot of politicians who want to get reelected need to show that there is a substantial amount of change that they can list within their next reelection cycle, so they can use that as a benefit to get reelected, because they can be like, hey, I did this thing. This is the progress that your taxpayer money went to. Reelect me so we can keep doing this. But the environment and restoration and how the ecosystem responds isn't necessarily on the same timeline as a campaign, which is arbitrary compared to like the actual science that goes on in ecosystem restoration. And so there's that mismatch there where, like, I understand why we have to have reports and show progress, and it's also important for accountability. But also, for example, you could have non-natives collect seeds, get them from a separate location, you get the same type of plants, but say you get them from Argentina, they're cheaper, and then you spread them by helicopter over the landscape, and you see these great blooms that happen for a few years, and it was way cheaper, great. But the issue with that is if we're not collecting plants from local areas, like was done through hand picking all these seeds and then growing them, those plants have very specific genetics that are adapted to that area. And it's initially more time consuming and expensive to do that. But because they have those genetics that have evolved over hundreds of years, even though it's the same species of plant, their genetics are different enough where they're adapted for that local environment. They're going to be more successful and take better 100 years from now